Hello and welcome back. Today we have the Hero Black 12 edition that I picked up a couple of days ago, or actually it came in the mail. And so I wanted to go through an unboxing video with you guys and kind of open it up and take a look and see what's in the package. Before we get into it though, I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. There's a lot more to the channel than us opening boxes like this. There's also us going on lots of adventures around the state of Minnesota, doing a lot of work on our land up in northern Minnesota, and we even go on adventures to state parks and spend a lot of time at the Mall of America as well. So hit that subscribe button and come along with us on our adventures. Let's take a look and see what's inside of the box. There's a tab here on the bottom of it that you have to pull to open it. Let's see what all we have inside of here. There's the cover to it. Lid opens up that way, so kind of a nice packaging. Tells you a little bit about need to update the camera before you use it, so we'll have to make sure we do that. Talks about some of their subscription perks. It's a quick start guide. If you got any questions, there's also a pretty thick instruction booklet here. It looks like lots of languages, different languages in that. And then we've got a USB cord for charging it. Got some mounts that you can use to mount. That one's kind of a curved mount to it. That's just to hold the mount here on. So this would connect to the camera. So a small little mount there. You get one Enduro battery. So these are the Enduro ones. You can tell because it has the white cover on it rather than the blue, and so these are better in cold weather, which will come in handy here in Minnesota. And they've got a little bit longer battery life to them. And that's one of the reasons why I purchased this camera. Is I've got a Hero 9, and we'll compare this to that here in a second. But I've read about this one, and these supposedly have a much better runtime on them. The Hero 9, while it does have a good runtime on it, it doesn't last quite as long as I'd like it to be. So I upgraded to this one to see if it'll last a little bit longer. It says on the back here that says your camera must be updated before you can use it. So we'll have to go through that process. But I was going to just compare it with the Hero 9 that I've got. So let me go grab that real quick. So here is my GoPro Hero 9. I've had it for quite a few years. It's done good work for me. It's got a lot of scuffs and stuff to it. It actually has a media mod on it too on the outside of it here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that media mod off. And so that's the actual camera itself. I'm going to compare it here to this 12. Let's go ahead and take this off the side of it here. And so they are just about the same size. The 12 is a little bit bigger than the 9. They're about the same thickness. Definitely the same thickness. The 12 just seems to be a little bit bigger. Maybe not when I put them side by side. It looks like maybe it is, but I don't think it is. And so this should work with this media mod here. It should work with it. It does seem like it's a little bit tighter getting in here, but should work. I'll have to take off the battery cover like we did on the 9, which is here. Boy, it's tight. And this just pulls off, right? So it's just a cover that pulls off of it. And then that should fit in here, just like the 9 did. Seems like it's a little bit of a tighter squeeze, so maybe it is a little bit bigger. We'll have to see if it does work with the media mod. If it doesn't, then I'll have to get another media mod. I'm hoping I won't have to. Yeah, it's just really tight. It's even hard to get out of there at that point. But that's another reason why I got it. I thought, hey, I can still use the same media mod with it, so I won't have to extend a whole bunch more purchases into it. But other than that, it looks like a nice little camera. I'm going to go ahead and do the update on it. I won't have you guys watch me do that. And then we'll see if it does work with the media mod next. All right, I went through the update process. It was pretty painless. The only things I ran into was the battery that comes with it was only charged up to 15%, and the camera wanted a battery at charged at least at 20%. Luckily, I've got some extra ones because I've got the old GoPro 9. So I put one of my fully charged batteries in here. That solved that problem. And then you need an SD card, obviously, that you're going to want to purchase. And so I put an old 32 gig SD card in there as well. Went through the update process. Took about 15 minutes, I would say at least. And then when it came back on, it said it wanted to reconnect to the GoPro app. So that was a little funky. I had to like turn my app off of my phone, restart the app, and then get it to reconnect to it. That after I did that, it seemed to be okay. And then finally, when it came up, it said that the SD card that I put into it was slow. So some of the features may not work on it because that card is so slow. Other than that, it was fairly painless. And so what I wanted to do was, there it goes recording. I hit the button on top. What I wanted to do is see if the media mod works in it or not. And so if we go and change the settings on it, we're in video right there. If you guys can see, it's in video mode. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on here and see if it connects to the media mod. And it says media mod connected. And so it appears to work with the media mod too, which was one of my biggest possible concerns with it. So that's a good thing. So, the 9 and the 12 work with all of the equipment that I currently have, uses the same batteries. We'll use the media mod with it. It obviously connects up to everything the same way all the GoPros do with the little hooks on the bottom of it here. So I think it'll work out well for us. We'll start using this for some of our recordings and we'll see how it goes. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think it'll work out well for us. We'll start using this when we start doing some of our recordings. Should be pretty good. And I'll still use the 9 for some stuff too. I just hope that the battery life on this is better than the battery life was on the 9. And when you get the package to set it up, you'll get a card here on how to walk through the instructions to do that setup that I did off camera. So far I'm excited because the media mod works with it. So I won't have to push out any more money at this point to work with it. And we'll see how it works as we start filming some more videos with it. I expect you guys won't see a difference between the 9 and the 10 on the videos I produce, but I think it'll make a difference for me on the back end of giving me a larger battery life, which will be exciting. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love to have you, and we will see you guys next time.